everybody. We got Freeway Rick Ross in the building. Entrepreneur, cultural icon, taking his skills and talent and bringing it to the sport of boxing. You already know, man, what you could do when you a true hustler, when you true businessman, you could deal with everything. This man right here got a lot of skills and talent, got a lot of brains, and he's bringing that business model to the sport of boxing. Welcome, Mr. Freeway Rick Ross. What's good, my brother?
Thank you. Everything is good, man. Just enjoying life.
That's
life is wonderful.
Hello. Yeah. I mean, of course, especially around this time, it's hard. It's hard, especially to have it to be wonderful because, of course, what we've been going through, the pandemic. It dropped off. Hold on, y'all. He called back. I think his stream, y'all, not working good. James, everybody subscribe to Starbucks. Oh shit. Oh man, it gotta be the boxing gods, man. The boxing gods.
Hey, they must feel it coming. They must feel the takeover.
Yeah.
My man say, people are changing. Time for a change, baby. It's time for a change.
They scared of that change. Change.
Everything got to change. There's one thing that's inedible, and that's change. Change is coming.
Facts. You gonna sing it? You still gonna sing it like Sam Cooke? You gonna sing it like Sam Cooke? Like, so before you got on, what I was saying was also that the boxing world needs this new entity of new minds coming into the sport of boxing, because these rhino promoters and rhino businessmen in the sport of boxing, the business model was dying out. I mean, these fighters are starving for some type of attention, for marketing geniuses, and it seems like we need people like you, like Rick Ross, that got that marketing genius, that you have proven yourself, and anything you touch has turned to gold. Well, so
yeah, you're right. It's crazy. I just did a deal today. I'm getting ready to be making $20 million a year.
God damn.
Again, I'm gonna say it one more time because I know people didn't hear me. $20 million a year. I just got a marijuana grow. We verbally shook hands on it today. We signed all the paperwork all weekend. $20 million a year. Black people, get ready. A change is coming.
Damn, aka Sam Cooke. Give me like a percent of that. Are you cool with that, right? A little percent of that.
Oh no. They can have a whole bunch of it. I'm gonna spread it around. I don't need that much money.
Yeah. I remember you said a quote like, you just love to make money, but you love to spread the wealth. Money in you is just contagious, right? That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. We just we like to hang out together.
Right?
Some people, they like to hang around the people who make the money and don't get none.
That's like a match made in heaven with you. You don't have no arguments, no divorces.
None. Not at all.
Oh man, I was talking to one of the fighters that you working with, Kid Austin, which had a great performance in his last outing.
Oh my God, that's my dream fighter.
Yo, you know what I did call him? The way he fights is like the pretty boy resurrection, because he has everything in the toolbox: speed, power, movement, charisma, could sell himself already. And one of those young fighters that's already thinking business minded.
Well, you know what? For him to pick me as his advisor shows you how advanced of a thinker he is. Most people would be afraid to touch me. You know, most of them, they love me to death, but they won't tell nobody.
Facts.
I mean, even look at the rapper that took my name. Look at the rapper that took my name. And for him to take my name, the guy got to be absolutely fascinated with me.
Yo, so fat. No, put it this way. A fascination is not even the word, because, man, y'all was going to court so he could keep the name that is not even his. That's more than the fashion.
They spent $1.5 million to keep my name.
That's crazy.
And he had already tattooed on his hand, so I guess he had already tattooed on his hand, so he was stuck with it. So he had to try to fight to keep it. But they spent $1.5 million. They had 15 attorneys.
That's
to
crazy.
Keep my name.
That's crazy. I remember when I heard. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I said I remember when I was.
Listening.
I remember when I heard that and y'all was going through that. I'm like, this guy is like, I couldn't even. I wouldn't even know how you feel. Like there's somebody out there fighting for my name, like, and I'm here, like, my brother, take a L, my brother. How about we be partners? How about, we do cameos or whatever, but it's my name. Why you fighting so hard to keep my name, and not only my name, my identity? That's weird. That's weird.
So when you look at that, he's absolutely fascinated with me, but he won't tell nobody. He will not tell nobody. He will lie and say that he didn't know who I was, that he had never heard of me.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying. So for a young kid like Kid Austin to be man enough to stand up and say, man, I want to work with you. I think that you got something special.
Mm-hmm.
And he was absolutely correct. I got a chip on my shoulder that I want to prove. I want to prove to the world that a young black man with an equal opportunity can do anything that anybody else can do. That's my goal. That's what I'm fighting for.
Yep. That's what's up. That's highly commendable. That's highly honorable. And the good thing about it as well is that, he also has his father with him, trained by his dad, and have the trust to, because one of the things that is very detrimental, one of the most that's detrimental in our community is the 4-letter word, help. It's too macho, too manly to ask for the type of help, or to just that has the experience to take that mind to a whole new level. It takes a lot for that to do. It takes a lot. Ego is very detrimental as well.
No doubt. I love his dad too. I mean, if you like the son, you gotta love the dad, right? I mean, it was the dad that raised son to be the man that he is today. And you gotta remember that the kid is only 18 years old. I met this kid, I fell in love with him the first day. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna adopt this kid. Hey, when they left California, man, I was like, damn, I had to take them to the airport, right?
Yeah.
I didn't want to take them to the airport.
That's just, yo, he's a special. Everybody out there, go check out this Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield. This kid is talented. He has sparred everybody. He has sparred from Court Stevenson, Devin Haney. He was in Florida with Adrian Broner while he was getting prepared for his last fight. So he's all over the place. Zion, working with Zion and the people. So he's everywhere. Everybody respects the kid.
No doubt. I can't wait till Atlanta till I get to introduce him well, he already know a lot of people in Atlanta already because he grew up there. But I know a lot of people in Atlanta that don't know him yet, and I'm gonna introduce him to all of them. We're gonna have a big show out in Atlanta. We're gonna show out down there. A bunch of people from LA gonna be flying down to the fight.
April 5th, right? April 5th, right?
Huh?
April 5th, right?
Yes.
The 5th.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the 3rd? I think it's the 3rd. Is it the 3rd or the 5th?
I think it's the 5th. The 5th, April 5th. Let me see. If I'm wrong, but I do think is Atlanta, April 5th. I
I
mean,
ain't for sure. I don't keep up with dates. You know, I
okay,
go and come when I get ready. I don't keep time. I don't keep dates.
gotcha. That's for the fighters. That's for the fighters.
Or the managers or somebody, not me. You know, I live a carefree life. I go and come when I get ready.
Hey, that's freedom right there, my brother. Okay, okay. So, CC said it's April 3rd. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. April 3rd. April 3rd. My fault. My fault. I don't
Okay.
know. Maybe I have Cinco de Mayo in my mind. I have the Cinco. I have the Cinco.
It's all good. It's all good. Hey, you might be like me when you keep date.
Yeah, I have the Cinco. So of course, briefly for the people that don't know you, briefly tell us where you got from day one to where you at right now and implementing yourself into the sport of boxing, and of course the other entities that you deal with and capitalize off. Let me can you tell the
Well,
people?
you know, my claim to fame is I was a cocaine dealer from 79 to 89, 87, 88, something like that. I started with $125. Before I got arrested, I had days I made as much as $30 million. Went to prison, did 20 years. I've been out of prison now 12 years. And while I was in prison, you know, I could remember back one time we was at Caesar's Palace. Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler, may rest in peace.
Yeah.
Was fighting on that card, and we were all sitting at a table when Don King walked up and he walked around the table and he shook everybody's hand at the table. And when I went to prison and I was sitting in prison, I said, you know what would have happened if you'd have got up on that table and told Don King? As a matter of fact, you know, his birthday is coming up too, his 90th birthday. Shout out to Don King for his 90th birthday.
Shout
You know,
out
one
to
who did it in boxing like very few have ever done. Even though people say he ripped a lot of people off, he made more money for boxing than anybody had ever did at that time.
facts.
But Don went to the table and shook everybody's hand. And when I was sitting in prison, I said, man, what would have happened if you would have got up from that table and told Don King you had $3 million cash and he could take all of it, just take you with him? What would you have been today? And when I was sitting in prison, I thought about that, and I said, you know what? That was one of the mistakes you made, and you're going to correct that mistake when you get out.
Hey, we live and we learn.
That's kind of how I got into boxing, so I can correct that mistake that I had made. And then I got lucky, and one of my guys called me and said, man, you got to see this little kid here. I said, yeah. I said, what do he look like? He said, man, this kid is so smooth. I said, well, go up and tell him I want to talk to him.
Facts. Facts.
And that's what he did. And that started the conversation. A few days later, Kid Austin and his dad was in L.A., and we were going around to gyms, watching him beat up on everybody in the gym. Matter of fact, not everybody, but 4 and 5 dudes at a time.
Damn.
He was whooping 4 and 5 dudes at a time. And I told my partners, I said, man, we cannot let this kid get away.
I mean, yo, he has extreme talent right there. He has extreme talent. And sometimes, of course, when it comes to the sport of boxing, people want to see them. You know, we want to see him have more fights. But of course, he has a great prestige, amateur already, amateur experience. And people could know by the eye test. The eye test says it all. The eye test says it all. This kid got great talent, and I can't wait to see his next fight. I can't wait to see him take over, especially he's in a prestige division, a stacked division right now, in the 130-pound division. Got Shakur Stevenson, Jamal Herring, got Oscar Valdez, Miguel Burchett. You could still have Gervonta Tank Davis, campaigning. So he's in a tough division though.
Yeah, but we ain't scared. We ain't scared of nobody. You know, Floyd is ready. I mean, Kid is ready to fight anybody right now, but you know the dad is holding back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him was talking. He's like, man, I'm ready for a title shot right now. But the dad was like, just take your time, take your time. You know how youngsters are. They be gung ho. They ready to get in there. He don't care who it is.
Yeah.
So we figured that he should be going for one of those titles. Maybe another year and a half. He's probably gonna be the most popular guy in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're gonna get him in some TV roles and some movie roles. Because he got the look. He's not like normal boxers. He got a model look about himself where people just adore him.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, and that's we spoke about that in a couple of lives ago about does looks count in boxing, and if you're marketing, your promoter, it does, it does. It's not, we got to be honest. Oscar de la Hoya, his looks got him, a lot of deals. It got him a Grammy nominee album. We know he couldn't sing a lick, but
well, some people are just more marketable than others. Some people can't talk. The good thing about Kid is that he speaks very, very well. He's very well educated. He's a solid package. You can't ask for any more. If I don't make this happen, it's all my fault because his dad gave me everything that I need to succeed in boxing, and I think I'm gonna bring it home.
I think you are, bro. I really, when it comes this fighter, and what's I know you have more fighters that you're working with too. You working with what's the kid from Philadelphia? Charles. Charles.
Yes.
You working with him too, right?
Absolutely. He just won a belt about a month ago. He's a belt holder now. The ABF, small title.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna give him another year as well. Who knows? They're both fighting in Atlanta, Georgia. At the same time, they're gonna be on the same card, so maybe they both win world titles at the same time.
Yo,
the same card.
He's a killer. Charles is he a killer. He got that brotherly love. Philadelphia. That's that Philadelphia bread right there. That's that Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'll be trying to get him to take his time and to get a couple rounds in, but he won't let nobody go out that first. Everybody go down in that first round, man. He be trying to get him out of there.
You know what I say about that? When people do, people do want to see when fighters are knockout artists and they're getting everybody out. But I tell them, hey, no overtime, man. The overtime is in the gym. The overtime is in the camp. They already sparring them 15 rounds, So, hey, somebody got to make them go those rounds. But all those rounds already put in the gym. That's what I'll say.
Well, we looking for somebody, to call our name so we can get in there with them. We don't care who it is. Now, Bill, he's ready for everybody. He said he's ready right now for whoever in the 135 class. He don't care what your name is, what city you from. Call his name, he gonna serve you.
Facts. What do you feel about like I was saying earlier, about the new entities in sport of boxing, like Triller? Triller's a new player. You already know the Zone is did their thing. We got Ring City today on Thursday, NBC on prime time. It looks like a lot of new players are walking into the sport of boxing, and they're capitalizing very, very well. I think there are entities like yourself and others that are there genuinely for the boxers and not just to be another hand in the cookie jar. What do you feel about that?
Well, I think that's needed. Definitely. So often, the guys who do all the work and who take all the punishment get the least amount. And it'd be good that we get some other players in the game who are interested in protecting not only paying the fighters, but also protecting their health as well. So often we see our heroes after boxing, can't talk, can't walk, and get busted up, and then nobody cares about them no more because they're no longer on the football field, the basketball court, or whatever. But I feel that we have to put some protection around our heroes because these are our heroes. While they're on top, they're our heroes. But then once they fall off, nobody wants to be bothered with them. So I'm glad that there's more identities out here now who are looking out for the fighters' well-being, and that's definitely my goal, is to look out for my guys and make sure that they come out of this game healthy and wealthy.
Facts, facts. That's why I always call these fighters. I don't care if they rank number one to rank number 10,000. They just modern day warriors, modern day gladiators. They put their life on the line for pure entertainment. So the respect level always has to be there. There's I know boxers that have passed away during sparring. So is people take it for granted what they're watching. These guys ain't pit bulls and chickens. These are human beings fighting for their lives, fighting for their family with their literally with their bare hands. Um, so you going I feel like you're gonna shake up the world. You got the mind for it. You got the experience. You got the entrepreneurship. You're a marketing genius, and are you looking to take it further than just the advertising and managing? Are you going or are you trying to do you have your promotional company or what's the next step? Because you know you be doing everything and we can't catch up with you.
Well, I'm gonna wait on the promoting for another year or so. I'm gonna build my bread up. I'm gonna need a network to get behind me. I think it's very important that these guys start to get some TV time. You know, TV time is one of the most important things that these guys need in order to build their brand up and to become household names. I don't think if you're not on TV, you can't really become a household name. You know, Floyd Mayweather learned how to use the internet to keep himself relevant when he wasn't fighting, and we're gonna do the same thing. But we also want to get more TV time for our guys, so they'll be saw more often. You know, too often, you know, fighters will be world champs and nobody outside of boxing know them. You know, everybody in boxing may know them, but nobody outside of boxing. So, in order to get the big money, you know, people outside of boxing have to know who you are, what you look like, and what your name is.
Hey, facts. And look, it's glad to see you in boxing because I know that you're a master of seeing of being in a situation and seeing the cracks and knowing the holes and knowing knowing the loopholes and things of that nature. And I've heard people come into the sport of boxing and they don't make it in the sport of boxing. Like it's not easy to succeed in the sport of boxing or even get your foot in the sport of boxing. How much barrier there is in the sport of boxing to get your foot in the boxing where you're making, partnerships and networking. How is it? Because I think that boxing is like a secret society. We don't know how much these fighters are really get paid. We're not educated about the finance of boxing like we're educated about other sports like the NBA salary cap. How hard is it to get inside the boxing? Not just speaking from you, because you gonna get in because you got the skills for it. But how hard is it for you to get in boxing and sustain your position in boxing?
Well, it's really tough, especially if you don't have a lot of money. You know, if you're just a normal kid and you're coming out and you're trying to make it, it's almost impossible because there's no place that you can go to get the fights, to get your name known. So when you're doing it, you're almost on your own. You know, the sanctioning bodies, they don't force these guys to fight each other. I mean, look, we should have been had that Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence fight. Terrence Crawford and Keith Thurman. You know, there's so many of those guys that Terrence Crawford haven't been able to fight because, they're in different camps.
Facts. I mean, and even right now, we got in the lightweight division. A lot of people want to see Tio, want to see Dev, or want to see Davis, or I mean Ryan, which is a mandatory position to fight Devin Haney, but we don't see the WBC and the sanctioning body actually mandate that fight. I feel like everybody is breaking the rules, so to say. It's becoming the wild, wild west in the sport of boxing right now. I don't know who's following the rules. There's a lot of belts. Do you feel you want to be that type of person also to really put the pressure on those power players in the sport of boxing into changing and following some rules or setting some rules, or are you there for the fighter to win and get as much money as they can in this sport?
Well, both of them. I definitely want the fighters to get as much money as they can, as they deserve, because they're the heart of this industry. They're the heartbeat. Without the fighters, there's no industry. So they definitely should get everything that they deserve. You know, there's a few things that I think should be changed about boxing right now. I don't really like the way these guys have to star themselves, weeks before a fight. I mean, if I was doing it, I would make them weigh in the day of the fight, and that would be their weights. So often guys are fasting and starving themselves to get smaller, and then they hydrate back up. But that's really unhealthy.
Yeah, because people always want to talk about that the unhealthiness is when you actually drain yourself, but the unhealthiness is also when you rehydrate, when you don't rehydrate in a normal way. That affects people a lot. A lot of people don't talk about that in the sport of boxing.
Yeah, I don't really like that. I've been around quite a few guys, and I saw how they handle it, and it's really hard on their bodies, and that's something that if I ever get my way, I would like to change that.
And look, and you're the first person in the sport of boxing that talks about it like you just did about the rehydration, and you don't like that. A lot of people, they take advantage of it. I'll give you a short story. I'll give you a short story with the recent fight with Jamel Charlo and Jason Rosario. Well, Jason Rosario, he's normally a big guy. He dehydrated it. He dehydrated, of course, for the weigh-in. But then when it was time to rehydrate after, the nutrition, he wasn't taking in no nutrition. So on that same night, a lot of people didn't know, but he was low on iron deficiency. He was hospitalized before that fight with Jamal Charlo. This is for new news for everybody else. This is how dangerous it is just to rehydrate. It's not only dehydration, but he wasn't taking no nutrition when he wanted to rehydrate.
Right, and you're right, because I was at the fight when he fought J-Rock, when he beat J-Rock for the belt.
Philly, yeah.
Yeah, I was at that fight, and I know how big he was. He was much bigger than J-Rock on that fight, so I knew that he had to lose a lot of weight to get down to the 154.
Yeah, he walks around like 202, 200 pounds. I know that for a fact.
That's crazy. So he lost 50 pounds almost
to make that fight with Jamal Charlo, and he just couldn't rehydrate in a healthy way, And I think I understand. That's the sad part about it. That is part of the game. That's the sad part about it. Cutting 30, 35, 40 pounds. I mean, I think fighters should take advantage and stay in the gym. It is a short career. I mean, if you come in young, look like Kid Austin. He's 18 years old already pro. But I don't expect Kid Austin to be fighting at the age of 38 and 40. I expect him to make his mark by the age of 20, 26, 27, retire even before he gets like 30, and already got 12 years in, and have accomplished several division world champion. But of course, if the health is there and there's money on the table, keep on fighting. But I think that fighters are growing smarter because there's people like you that's coming into the sport of boxing and actually schooling these guys and marketing these guys and managing these guys to where they could really set themselves up after boxing.
Well, if I get my way, I want Kid Austin at 25 to have so much money that everybody's going to question him why he's fighting.
Facts.
And that's my goal. That's if I can do that, then I will have accomplished my goal. By the time he's 25, where he has, $400 or $500 million in his bank account.
Yep.
And still be healthy. If I can do that, then I would have done him some justice. If I can't do that, then I didn't do my job. I was slipping.
Yeah, Kid Austin, he's in the chat. He said 30, 30, 30. I'm done at 30.
Well, when he gets 30, I mean, when he's past that, I mean, it's gonna always be his decision.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying I'm gonna have him in a position financially where he's not gonna have to be fighting. You know, a lot of these guys they fight because they need the money.
Facts.
You know, you look like you're like, why this guy still fighting? You know, this guy done did everything. He done had 4 or 5 belts, and he done beat everybody and blase and skipped his whip. And why is he still fighting? Well, he's still fighting because he ain't got no money.
Facts.
He's broke.
That's the sad part about it too. That's sad. What do you feel about this? What do you feel about fighters that's been fighting for quite some time under a promotion, and that promotional company still haven't taught them how to fish? Just keep them under. What do you think about those type of promoters and entity of the sport of boxing? Like guys are 13 years in and still don't even have their own LLC. What do you think about? Is that what you're trying to?
I think it's crazy. I think that is absolutely retarded for these guys that have been in the game so long and don't have nothing to show for it. You know, I think that it's really, if you ask me, it's really the promoter. The promoter should be embarrassed.
Yeah.
The promoter should be embarrassed that his guys have been in the game so long and they don't have no money.
Yeah. And this is why I do respect the likes of, for example, let's say like Eddie Hearn, which he got his deal with Canelo Alvarez, but he's partners with Canelo Alvarez, or he's partners with Triple G. He's partners with Devin Haney instead of just him being these fighters being under him. He's creating this also. He's one of those guys that's creating that partnership with promoters instead of you just being under the promotional company. And I just feel like it's gonna get better. What do you feel about that?
Well, I love the way he's doing it. You know, even with the way they started their own channel. You know, so they don't have to be dependent on Showtime so much. Mm-hmm. You know, because Showtime and HBO, you know, they held all the leverage, even with guys like Don King. You know, when they got tired of Don King, they just stopped putting his fights on TV, and you know that wound up putting Don King out of business.
Yeah.
So to develop your own channel, I think is a great way to hold some of your power and not let the other people run everything.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Are you gonna come out? Because I know that you also talk about a lot about health. Are you gonna come out with a health book? Hey, Elijah Muhammad came out with a health book. Are you gonna come out with a health book?
Well, you know, I already got the 21 Keys to Success, and I got my autobiography.
Yeah, I got it. Also, got to get in touch with that, with the books. Is that, you know, you've done so much. There's so much documentary of you. I'm like, damn, I feel like I read the book, you know. But everybody go get the book. Everybody go get the book. I mean, you've been documented so much.
Go to my website. Go to my website and get the book.
Got you. What's the website? Website? Let me put it up right now for the people. What's the website?
FreewayRickyRoss.com.
I'm gonna put it up right now so people could see.
And if you order your book, I'll autograph it. Also, right now, I got a mystery box that I'm giving away. With my new sweatshirts is in there, t-shirts, and I ain't gonna tell you what else is gonna be in there. So go get you one of the mystery boxes.
Ooh, say the website again so I could. What is it?
FreewayRickyRoss.com.
Wait.
Also, you can follow me on social media at Freeway Ricky on Instagram and Freeway Ricky Ross on Facebook.
Yeah, we right here. Let me put that up so the people can see right there. Get that book.
Appreciate it. Tell them to come by and get some game.
Oh man, how's West Coast treating you, man? How's the West Coast treating you?
Man, it's a little chilly right now, but it's been a beautiful day all day today. Things have been going really, really well. I'm excited about life. You know, I can't wait to go to the Nationals. I got a couple guys down there I'm looking at. A guy named Mike out of Baltimore, ranked number 2 in the nation. I'm looking at him.
Yeah.
Also looking at a couple guys out of New Orleans with Big Nip. So I'm looking to sign about 6 or 7 more people. I'm looking to sign, and
Hello. I think got cut off. Then got cut off. Got it. Hold on.
Don't matter who. Just anybody that's
Okay, I got you. Yeah, you got cut off for a second there.
I say I would love to hook up with one of the major promoters. You know, Al Heyman has been killing the game, and it would be great to learn from him, and you know, just continue to grow. You know, and continue to develop.
Hey man, I know. Hey, I could tell you about another kid, man. I'll send you the information. There's another kid out there. I don't know if you know John Vallejo. He was from Patterson, New Jersey. He won like five Golden Gloves, and right now he's about to make the Dominican Republic Olympics. But he's a free agent, my brother. I'm sending you some clips.
Can you hook me up with him?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Get me with him. I want to holler at him.
Got you, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of talent out there that they don't got the, they don't got the exposure, So he's one of those guys. I think that he's a diamond in the rough. But matter of fact, let me just stop saying his name so I can just hook it so nobody could, so nobody can snatch him up. I got you, my brother.
Yeah, don't say his name no more. Send it to me.
I got you.
Let's get it.
Yeah, man. So, man, it was great. It was great talking to you, my brother. Of course, we want to just focus on boxing because, of course, you're doing so many things. The marijuana. You still got that good Cali stuff.
Oh my God, it's only getting better. It's only getting better. You know, it's like fine wine. It gets better with time.
That's just good. That's so. I'm not a smoker. Everybody knows that on my channel. I'm not a smoker. I'm a good nice whiskey drinker. But I'm not a smoker. But tell us about the smoke. There's a lot of smokers out there. They waiting on that info. What you got?
Well, I'm gonna be at downtown tomorrow at the Cure Company, DPG, downtown tomorrow, pushing that good stuff with a license. You know what I'm saying? I'm a legal drug dealer now, and I love it. I don't smoke either, but I got a jar of them edibles sitting right here on the side of me, and tonight I'm gonna get laid out.
Oh, you said it so freely, man. I'm a legal drug dealer.
Hey, you know what John King used to say? Only in America.
Only in America, man. Hey, and I say like this: hey, if for the smokers out there, also invest in the shit that you smoke. Invest in it.
Absolutely. Wouldn't be no better place to invest than right here with me right now. So let's do it.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Taking over the game. Taking over the game, finding those loopholes. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. And you're a testament of that. It don't matter what. And I love that you're in boxing as well, because I always say that boxing translates to life itself. The ups and downs, the nutrition. You can't shortcut. Just like you can't shortcut boxing, you can't shortcut life, or it's going to have constant consequences. But man, I see you already taking over the sport of boxing. I see it. You got a lot of respect by the game. We got Kid Austin already respecting you, and fighters like Charles and fighters. Yo, what's good with matter of fact, before you go, what's good with Austin Trout?
Man, I don't know. Me and Austin, we ain't worked together in about a year now.
Okay.
He moved to Houston, and he felt that he could do his thing better, on his own. but we still cool, you know. Matter of fact, I hooked him up with somebody about 3 months ago. They wanted to do some work with him. But I felt that I wanted to go and put my talents with somebody that I could really direct and guide. You know, Austin was a world champion, and you know, fought Canelo, and may have won that fight. You know, he may have won that Canelo. You know, there's some people who say that he won that fight, and you know, some say he didn't. But I know that it was an awful close fight. But at the end of the day, you know, Austin kind of have his own plan that he has set for his career. I wanted to be able to guide somebody.
Fact.
I wanted to be
The young fighters.
Exactly. And I just didn't get that same type of control with Austin.
Yeah, I got you. And I think that's that's the best way. You know, I think Austin is already in his 30s. You know, I'm not gonna say he's on his way out because, of course, I could never put a time frame on the fighter. But yeah, more props to Austin. I know he's a spiritual man as well. Good for him, and I hope everything goes well with him. And I hope everything goes well with you in this game as well. And yo, more power to you. And I know you're a person that's going to keep on striving and learning, because you never stop learning. Never, and you don't, and no bridges is burned. You just know how to network, and you get yourself in position. I like that. I admire that about you, my brother. Keep on doing.
Yes. Well, that's the way I try to keep it. If I burn a bridge, it's because that bridge shouldn't be crossed no more. That's the only way I'm gonna go. Other than that, I try to keep all my options open and moving.
Yeah, and I know you get these rhetorical questions. I ain't want to try to ask you no rhetorical question, but of course, people will always want to ask this because, of course, when you came out, we already knew the relationship with Floyd Mayweather. Where is it at?
Well, you know, me and Floyd, we really don't have no relationship. I mean, we cool though. You know, every time I see Floyd, he always speak to me. You know, he has a little thing where he say, "Ricky," you know, and I hit him back with the Floydy.
Okay.
But other than that, you know, we haven't been doing anything together, and not because we mad at each other, but just we just have different directions that we going in. So you know, that's just the way we're doing. But you know, matter of fact, Kid and Nafir will be fighting on one of his cards, May the 5th, I think it is, in Orlando. So we're gonna go down there. We're gonna promote him, and you know, me and Floyd gonna kick it if he wants to. That's if he wants to.
Hey, everybody gonna want to kick it with you. Timing is everything.
No doubt. Hey. So me and Floyd, we good. You know, we just wasn't able to do no business, and I ain't mad at him because he didn't do no business. Because you know, a lot of people scared to do business with me. I got a dirty reputation.
Yeah.
Been to prison for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I sold cocaine. I mean, a lot of people don't want to do business with a guy like that, and I totally get it. And I respect their wishes and their desires. And you know, my job is to find somebody that does want to do business with me, and show the guys who didn't do business with me what they missed out on.
Facts. Yeah, this time
So if little Floyd make more money than Floyd Mayweather, so be it.
Yeah, this time, your work, the work that you're putting in is going to be glorified by all.
Thank you.
You know.
Thank you. Well, you know it already is, because you know when I do shows like yours, and young boys come up to me and they say, "Man, I heard you talking on the radio, and you made a lot of sense." And you know, because so many guys that come up to me and say, "Man, I was selling dope, and you know, after I heard you say how you were able to turn your life around, I'm gonna do the same thing." So, you know, Minister Farrakhan told me when I met him that my life could be an experiment. You know, I don't have to get down on myself, because I could look at my life as an experiment for other young men that might be going through the same thing that I went through. So that's how I look at life right now, and I'm just gonna try to use it to benefit others.
Facts. And are you? I know you got to go. I don't want to keep it that long. You are you working on the prison reform? Are you part of that working on the prison
I do
reform?
prison reform. Right now, with the movie, we getting ready to start casting for my movie. So right now, I'm just swamped. I got so much stuff. I hardly get any time, trying to, and I really have to take a lot of time out with Kid Austin and Napier, and these guys' career because they trusted me with their career. And I'm just swamped right now. So,
Yeah,
I do the best I can. But yeah, I still do prison reform.
that's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to my brother, my older brother. He's still in the pen, doing 12 years. Probably come out in the next 3 5 years. And just shout out to him because I told him I'm speaking to you. Be like, yo, for real, yeah. So,
Tell him I said, what's up, man? And get him that book. Get him my books. And also, you should get him my 3 favorite books. I'm going to get them out to everybody so everybody on the show will get those books and read them. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. As a Man Think by James Allen, or As a Woman Think. The Richest Man in Babylon. Y'all got to read them books. I credit them books to helping me become as successful as I'm becoming right now. So go out and get those books.
Oh, for sure.
I'm going to follow me on Instagram, Freeway Ricky, and Facebook, Freeway Ricky Ross.
Everybody follow the man Ricky Ross on Instagram, every platform out there. Thank you again, my brother. Thank you for giving us your time. God bless you, your family, your friends. Thank you, your health, my brother. Thank you for everything that you have done thus far and helping the youth and helping people rewrite their wrongs like you did yours and helping boxers like Kid Austin, Charles, and the rest. You're gonna take over boxing, my brother.
Thank you. We're going to come back on your show soon.
Thanks, my brother. All right.